break down exactly what is K-tips and what's the difference between that and maybe some of the other products out there.
K-tips are strand by strand extensions. It's just like growing your natural hair out. So I can still do your scalp treatments and all those kinds of things and have the opportunity to still grow your hair.
You being able to acquire clients so easily because you're saying you didn't really have no struggles. So was the acquisition of clients easy?
My first month that I started doing hair full time, I was booked out, and that was my first like $5,000 month.
You have a program where you're teaching other stylists and salon owners on how to scale their business.
Because I've learned, like they say, a lot of stylists out here, they're so focused on their actual skill set, but not the actual like business behind their skill set.
Welcome back to another episode of Millionaire Essentials Podcast, where we give you guys all the essentials it is to be a millionaire. You know, I'm one of your co-hosts, Brandon Probata.
Yes, sir. And it's Tevin Facey. And today we got another special guest, y'all. Today we have the celebrity, right? I'm going to call you a celebrity, even though you help other celebrities.
Oh, the infamous?
Right. The infamous Dee Michelle.
Thank you so much.
How you doing, Dee? How's everything?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Great. Good thing we got started on time. Thanks to Tevin. Thanks to Tevin.
Hard. You just go point it out. All right. Okay. I see what's going on. I see what this episode is going to be like. I see what's going on.
Well, what's going on, Dee? Appreciate you for coming by, stopping by the Millionaire Essentials Podcast. It's very interesting. We have a lot of people on here, but we've never had somebody from your industry, right?
Okay.
So exactly what do you do and what type of business do you have?
Yeah, so I'm a hairstylist. I have a hair salon, and I specialize in invisible K-tips, which is an extension method that I created a couple years ago. Just wing them and do things. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
Okay, so dope. So you're in the beauty industry, basically, right? Yeah. So what is that total on the beauty industry? I know I saw something a long time ago, like billions.
Yeah, billions. The beauty industry, one of the big industries, especially in America, around the world.
Exactly, and you were able to invent something or come up with something that is different, right?
Yeah.
Than what everybody else is doing. And also for people that have a little bit more money that wants to keep something that's longer.
Right.
Because I was going through your page, I was watching it, and I saw that, these K-tips, they're not just extensions. They're something that lasts longer than normal extensions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it lasts longer than like the regular sew-ins or weaves that people typically get. And then it looks a lot more natural. So it really resembles your natural hair.
Okay.
When you have it in.
So that's interesting, right? Because I didn't realize how big of an industry it was till probably like a few years ago, whatever. So all the women started flying out to China to get their bundles and all that. Then I started seeing all these women making so much money off bundles and so you kind of went in that lane and you transformed it into something your own with the K-tips, basically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So for the people out there, right, because there's a lot of men that watch our episode and there's a lot of women, break down exactly what is K-tips and what's the difference between that and maybe some of the other products out there.
Yeah, so K-tips are strand by strand extensions. So we install them like individually, so one by one.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not on a track, but the strands are connected through a keratin bond that in my salon we also create ourselves. So but it can be time consuming as far as just prepping the hair and getting it ready.
Right.
But that's how the extensions kind of work. And then, like I said, we install them one by one. So it does take some time, but the results are amazing. And like I said, it lasts usually up to around 6 months. Everyone's different. And then you can like wear it any kind of way. So you can wear it like in a ponytail, or you can like part your hair any kind of way.
Okay.
Curly, straight, whatever. There's a lot of versatility that you don't get with other styles.
And you said it's individual. So that's credit. And like you said, it's not like weave. So individual, does it help your hair? Does it keep your hair healthier?
Yeah. So it is a healthier method. It's very lightweight. And when you have it in your hair, it feels like nothing. I have it in my hair now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it feels like your natural hair.
All right. Yeah. I thought that was natural hair.
Well, I mean, it is.
Oh, it's hers.
You're right.
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh, so that's perfect. That's a great example because you have it in now and your hair looks fabulous. Yeah, useful, right? Yes. Yeah. So that's the perfect example of the product right there.
Yeah.
I think she do something for me.
Bro, it's over for you, bro. You got some? There's no...
You can't deny with me?
You don't have nothing on your head, bro.
She says individual
Go to Turkey.
strands.
Go to Turkey, bro. Just go to
To
Turkey.
transplant.
Yeah. Yo, thank you can't.
I can't get
Can't get nothing. It's no for the beard. For the beard, they got you.
Yeah.
Have you seen anybody do K-tips on the beard?
No, actually, no. But it's possible, you know?
Okay, got you. All right, so basically, the individuals, right, is a healthier option. What else are the benefits of K-tips, right?
Yeah, so people get this because they have the opportunity to access their scalp and grow their hair. So with other styles, like a sew-in or a wig, your hair is like completely covered. So you can't really get in there and do your treatments and things like that. But with this, like I said, it's just like growing your natural hair out. So I can still do your scalp treatments and all those kinds of things and have the opportunity to still grow your hair.
And this is more like a luxury option in this sense, right? Because obviously the weave is so people ain't really had that much money. But now,
You catching up though. I ain't gonna hold you. Like you better get them edges, bro. I know the signs, bro. I know the signs.
how you know the sound?
Catching up, bro.
Bro, my edges is good. Yeah, I feel like K-tip.
Alright.
I don't know about you, but it's a luxury option, right? And with it being a luxury option, like what does something like this cost?
Yeah, so my prices specifically, they start at about $4,200 and it goes up from there depending on what the client's getting and their needs, things like that.
Hear what she said? She said my price.
So that's why you're a celebrity stylist.
Right.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
So let's get into some of that, right? Because there's a lot of people making a lot of money in the beauty industry.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that's struggling in the beauty industry.
I know.
And we're going to get into a little bit about what you're doing that's so special.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about your background, your history, because we call you and we've seen you as the celebrity stylist.
Yeah.
How did you get into that lane and how did you start getting into the mix of being able to charge $4,200 and working with people of the higher echelon?
Yeah, I love talking about this. So for one, I never wanted to be a celebrity stylist ever. I like regular people because for a lot of reasons, but it just happened, out of nowhere. And I've been in the beauty industry since I was a child, since I was like 7, 8 years old. I always just loved doing hair. So, and that ties back into, success as well, because I'm not chasing money. I'm just chasing my passion. And that's how the money just, it follows after that. So me getting into this, it came from me just doing it when I was a child, doing it middle school, high school, college. And then after college, I just told myself I want to actually make the career out of this. So I got licensed and started working in salons, opened up my own salon. Now I'm here in New York and, it's just taken off. Yeah.
So how did you get to the point of becoming, like you said, the celebrity hairstylist? Who was your first big celebrity?
My first big celebrity, I would say, was Keisha Cole last year. Yeah, it was nice working with her. Was it great on me, Sadie?
Got you. And
He mixed it. He wants you to name drop. He mixed it. Yeah. Who he work with? Who they dating? He one of those guys.
But it lends to the credibility of who she is and what she's done. And when you see these celebrities looking amazing, it's because Dee Michelle is behind them. So if Dee Michelle is behind them, why not let her pop her joints a little bit? That's it.
So that's a good question. You know what? Now I want to be a little mixy. So when we talk about celebrities, right? So you said Keisha Cole, right? R&B singer. You working with actors, actresses, singers?
Yeah, lots of people in the music industry or a lot of influencers. Yeah. Mainly, I said you were music. Yeah, no.
She's the first one, because first one, you gotta be able to name the first one. The others you can't. She got her empty.
So you say you're in New York City now. You're from New York? Wait,
no, I'm from originally Ohio, but then I moved to Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh is where I grew up, really. And I'm here in New York.
Okay. So from New York. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Nobody knows.
Okay. Now everybody's gonna know.
Right. Right. So from the Midwest to Pittsburgh, well, you didn't really grow up in the Midwest at all. But no, I know. So Midwest is Ohio.
No, it's the East Coast.
I'm sorry.
Midwest is the East Coast? We don't consider
Ohio is the East Coast.
We don't consider Ohio.
I don't consider Ohio East Coast.
Who told you that?
It's right here. On the same time.
Who told you Ohio was the East Coast?
It's still considered Midwest.
No, it's not.
I guess for us.
No, for everybody. Ohio's not the East Coast.
I've never heard that before. That is not the Midwest.
Yes.
It's about 16-hour drive.
No, it's not. It's right there.
Okay. It says so.
I mean, But so Pittsburgh, how was it growing up in Pittsburgh? Like, how did you?
It was cool. You know, it's not really, yeah, it's Pittsburgh. It's not really diverse, and yeah, it's just no culture.
Gotcha. So now you're on this side, on the East Coast, right? How you, well, further to the tri-state area, right? So how are you liking it now, right? Obviously, it's a different type of pace.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm a very fast-paced person. I'm always moving. So I feel like I wish I was born here, honestly.
Okay.
But I love it here. I feel like I'm right where I need to be. I love the diversity. It's just so many different kinds of people here, different things to do. And I'm really just appreciating just where I'm at right now.
Right. Yeah, no, I watch her stories. She do all the stuff that people from New York don't. She up the border, Grave. She be doing hikes in Central Park and what's not.
It's always like,
Yeah, I'm a tourist.
She go in Soho, do all that extra stuff. I'm like, oh my God. On the deal stuff.
it's always like that. 'Cause
Everything.
we don't take advantage of what we got.
Yeah. I mean, we New Yorkers.
Yeah.
So we do.
So going someplace like Pittsburgh where we have none of this, like I appreciate all this stuff that's here.
Okay.
So for a lot of women out there that aspire to be successful in this industry, because we've had a chance to hear your story in person. You went through a lot of, above all the successes, you went through a lot of struggles and you know, grind, turmoil. Get into this industry can be rough, correct?
Yeah.
So what's some of the struggles that you've had that you overcame that you could help other people with?
My struggles. Honestly, I didn't have a lot of struggles in this industry. The main struggles I would say is just building the team. That's like my biggest thing. But me personally, like as a stylist and growing solo was easy. The hardest part is just building a team and scaling. That was my biggest struggle. I mean, it still is, but you know, still getting through that.
So how are you getting clients? How are you get? Because I know that a lot of when it comes to the beauty industry, is the client, like the acquisition of clients is one of the biggest hurdles for a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
How was it for you being able to acquire clients so easily? Because you're saying you didn't really have no struggles. So was the acquisition of clients easy?
Yeah, for me, my first month that I started doing hair full time, I was booked out, and that was my first like $5,000 month, and I was young, I was like 19 or something like that. So me making $5,000 in 1 month, just starting something, it was easy. But I've never had issues getting clients. I've never really had like slow seasons,
Right.
things like that. I guess people just always trust me because of how I present myself and my work.
And have you always been on social media? Because obviously you have a big platform now.
Yeah.
Right? But did you start off on social media? Did you start off word of mouth? Like how did you start?
Yeah, social media, word of mouth, all those things tying into each other. And I've been in Salon since I was 14. So
people just know you.
Yeah. And then me not really.
win.
Right, exactly. And I'm just an observer. So I'm always watching and learning and trying to see how things operate. And I've learned from other stylists so that way when it was my turn, I knew exactly what to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody's not Dee Michelle, right?
Right.
So now you own a salon.
Yes.
Okay. You own a salon. So you still have a salon. You have multiple, right?
No, so I started my salon in Pittsburgh, but I closed it when I moved to New York.
Okay. So, all right, we have a salon in New York, right? Or we have a salon. There's a young girl out there, a young man out there. He has a salon in a big city, right?
Yeah.
Every other corner is a salon. You got the Dominicans down the block. You got the Africans on that block.
Definitely.
How do we say, yo, this salon is going to stay in business and we're actually going to make money where there's so much competition, there's so many people, so many customers. How do we scale a salon in New York City inside our big city? What are some of the things we have to do? What are some of the things we have to look out? How do we build it?
Yeah, so you have to find a way to stand out and make yourself different. And that's been my thing since day one when I started. How am I going to stand out? Because competition is everywhere. Like you said, there's salons everywhere. There's delis everywhere, you know, when I go outside. So you have to find a way to stand out and make yourself different, so that people want to come to your business, that they want to support you as well.
So when you started the K-Tips, right? Obviously. When did you start that? Right.
I started it 3 years ago, but it really blew up last year.
Okay, got you. So obviously at 19, you didn't have the K-Tips then.
No.
So what were you doing, obviously, besides people trusting you and seeing you inside of the hair salon for so long? what were you doing different or maybe just unique to who you are that would bring in those customers because of the way either, you know, you hair dried or you were using the fly? Like what would it be?
Yeah, so when I started, I was doing custom wigs and nobody was really doing that. And I was making them by hand with my sewing machine. And I would just promote how it took me like 30 minutes to make this wig. So come bring me your hair and within 30 minutes, I have it done for you. But people like that a lot because it fit their head, you know, just like to their specific head. I would measure them, all that stuff, and it was pretty cool.
Gotcha. So you've always been providing the experience,
Always,
right? Because a custom wig is an experience.
Yeah.
So and obviously now with you have a private salon experience now, right?
Yeah.
So you just continued that same thing from the beginning now to where you are.
Yep.
So from then to now, obviously, what is your experience like for a customer now compared to before?
Oh, I mean, it's completely different.
So different type of customer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, back then, you know, I was working with, you know, different people, but now we go above and beyond for our customers. So it really starts before they even get to the salon.
Oh,
experience. Yeah. So just with the communication and all that stuff, you know, from my team. So we just communicate with them a lot and offer them like our private chauffeur, offer them different things like breakfast, lunch, try to get their orders and stuff before they get to the salon. Grow your hair out so you can come experience it.
I might have to.
Yeah, he about to be
Yeah. I mean, I just, over the years, you know, I've listened to my clients and I just learned what they like. And I just include that into my experience now. So we do that. Also have, you know, lovely assistants who are helping. Clients always complain about salon times, right? No one wants to be in the salon all day. So now I have assistants who help me with my process to help them be more in and out and things like that. You know.
So I now I'm getting to the nitty gritty. I'm seeing the difference.
Exactly.
So now I'm seeing what kind of separates people. And one thing I've heard you always say, price.
Yes.
People have to charge what they're worth.
Yeah.
And now I see why. So especially in the beauty industry, your customer's not just paying to get their hair done. You're giving them the experience. That's what they're paying for. So this is how some of these young men and young women can get out there and scale by creating a better customer experience. And I think that is why a lot of people struggle because
Indeed.
I went to a lot of salons, especially with my daughter. You know, we got daughters. I take her the hair done. I'm professional. She late, be waiting for her. Oh, she calling out. Hey, did she? Can we go tomorrow? Like the experience is just totally bad. Exactly, on the phone. So that is really what's probably, so I'm not a woman, right? Is that what's something where you'll say, hey, I'll pay $500 here instead of $300 here because of the experience?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, and you know, they probably got the little extra accessories inside of the salon that makes you feel, you know,
People want to feel good.
Exactly. I mean, people pay for the experience, and that's why you can charge that $4,200 and up with your K-tips, because it's not just, hey, come get your K-tips and, you know, we'll individually do so. It's, hey, we're going to communicate with you before. It will even offer you a private chauffeur. You come in, you'll have breakfast, lunch, whatever time of the day it is. And then I also still have my assistants helping me to make this process go faster, opposed to you just being here for 2, 3, 4 hours. And I think that's super important. You know, as people that are coming up in the beauty industry, I think that's important to note that you need to focus on the customer experience. I mean, I think that's in any business, but I think people just in the beauty industry, they don't think of it like that because they're just doing a service. Right. They feel like the service isn't the service isn't an experience in itself, which it is.
Right.
I think the difference between her, they're not treating it like a business, and that's what you're doing so special now, right? How we linked up with you. You actually have a program where I know people are going to hear you say $4,200. Oh no, that's crazy.
Right.
But you have a program where you're teaching other stylists and salon owners on how to scale their business, correct?
Yeah.
So we'll break that down.
Yeah, so I do, I've been doing classes since 2019, actually, which is like when I started officially. So I've been teaching for a while, helping stylists with their techniques, the business stuff behind their techniques as well. Because I've learned, like we say, a lot of stylists out here, they're so focused on their actual skill set, but not the actual like business behind their skill set. So I try to focus on that a lot. I just started a 4-week mentorship program as well, helping stylists with the business behind their techniques. So that way they are able to actually scale and prevent things like burnout or stress or, low income months, things like that.
Okay. So for a new stylist or somebody that's getting into the beauty industry right now, could you give them 3 tips right now that would help them either, start off the right way with the right foundation or scale their current business that they have into becoming
Yeah. So number 1, I would say go to school and get licensed.
okay.
A lot of stylists try to skip that part, but I think it's very essential to the business and the growth. You learn a lot in school that you don't learn in the salon. Just as far as like the science behind hair, all that stuff is very important to know, the chemistry, all that. As well. Yeah, right. So secondly, I would say work under somebody. Don't just get licensed or learn the skill and then just jump into the business. You have to learn the ins and outs of the salon business, how to operate it, client timing, things like that. All those things matter. Oh, good. And everyone has to start from the bottom. You can't just jump in something and expect to be at the top.
Right.
So taking the time to actually learn is very important.
So that's
And number 3, I would say, like I kind of mentioned earlier, I would say chase your passion. Don't chase a certain service or anything because of the money tied to it. Because you can make money doing anything, not just, a specific that you might see from someone else. But I would really suggest that people would just do what they're passionate about and what they like. Because when I started out, I had a lot of services that I was doing. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to do all those services. I'm just going to pick like 1 or 2 and do that.
right. And then niche down to
Exactly. And that's how you make the most money.
right.
Because you master
100%.
Exactly.
That's perfect because we talk about that a lot, right?
Exactly.
Especially even when it comes to business, right? A lot of people, they want to jump into a lot of things. And we've done that before too, right? And we failed because we didn't put 100% of our energy into something. So, that's something that we speak about a lot on this podcast. Like focus 100% on that one thing, master it, put your 10,000 hours in, right? So that you can get to spitting it off with the confidence that right? Because then at that point, when you're doing something or when you're talking about it, it's no longer a hindrance of the way you're speaking about it. So
right.
Yeah, because before me and Tevin linked up, he was stripping OnlyFans.
Oh, wow.
And then we linked up. And then I realized his potential and we had going on. We got in the business.
Wait, hold up. That didn't go together. I'm gonna be honest. That's a big pause. I realized his potential helped you. No, I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
I realized you had drive.
That was a flagrant.
Well, hard work ethic. It was just misguided.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you're right.
But what you said was definitely on point.
Yeah.
One thing I want, because like you said, the focus.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people get in this industry and there's so many different lanes. You've mastered a lot. So what would you say is more lucrative? Is it the products? I think I know the answer. Is it the salon or is it the actually celebrity styling, high clientele? Like which lane would you say is more lucrative?
You said the products, the salon.
Because you got the K-tips, that's the products, right?
Right.
And then now you got your salon, which is now you get your bookings on a styling.
But no.
Oh, we must at the same time. If you had to say, hey, I want to not drop, but matter of fact, what do you spend? That's the question. Where do you spend most of your attention on?
Doing the services and providing experience.
Okay. So all right. So shoot, marry, kill. They do shoot, marry, kill. Right. The product.
Me, marry.
The product.
Oh, I don't.
The salon or the service.
I don't know. It's hard. I like all of it. I don't know.
But it's hard because her foundation came from what? The
From the
service.
Yeah.
So, you know what? It's like this, right? And I think that's a good question. It's like what we always talk about, the 7 streams of income, but you have your foundation. So, and I think that's what a lot of people are missing. When you have a salon, how do you start making more money? Number 1, you start charging more. Number 2, you start selling products in your salon. So it's not that you eliminate one, you build on top of everything.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So that's how you get paid multiple times off the same industry.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go. That's how you answer that question. Okay.
Well, I mean, you answered it for her. Basically.
So it's not picking one. It's not just picking one. It's really scaling the build off each other to make those high 6 figures a month.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Okay, dope. So I know you said something earlier and it was about scaling, right? And finding the right team. How has that process been, right? Because, we're here with you, right? And, you got your great manager in the back and she's doing an amazing job, right? But
manager, partner, everything.
whatever it is, no one calls.
She's just amazing.
She's amazing.
She is.
But how is it finding that person or just finding a team in general?
It was hard. It took me years. And that's just, because being an entrepreneur, it doesn't come with a blueprint. Like I'm learning as I go.
Okay.
So in the beginning with hiring, I didn't know exactly what to look for, So hiring people and then learning how people actually work when hired, is going through that process. Yeah. So it took a while. But just learning through those experiences and then just knowing exactly what to require back now and whatnot, it helped a lot.
Okay, so would you say if you could, well, it took you a little while, but if you could do it all over again, right? What would be your first team hire? Like, who would be the first person you hired?
Oh, that's so good. Well, definitely an assistant.
Okay,
Yeah, need that. Because it's a lot.
Take away those small money making tasks that she can help out.
Yeah, because being in with Salon is very time consuming, and my biggest thing right now is just buying my time back. So I don't want to have to do certain things that I don't have to do, like shampooing or answering phone calls, things like that. Because in the beginning, I was doing everything and it was draining.
Right.
So I'm very big on response times too. So back then, it would be a struggle because I'm trying to respond, but I'm doing this and that, so it was very tough.
Right.
But definitely an assistant for sure.
Okay.
I agree with that. Eliminating those little tasks so you focus on a higher earning task.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. The other stream we forgot to talk about, we started talking about was the teaching. You teach teaching.
Yeah.
You help people scale their businesses. So people getting into your program, I kind of want to go back to that. Are you working with people just starting out, or are you working with people that's been in the industry that's trying to scale? Like, who's your target person to work with?
Yeah, so right now, it depends on what class I'm teaching. So if I'm doing a hands-on class, I'd work with anybody. But if it's like a business class, I work with people who are more just structured and already in the field. That's my target for that. I don't like working with people who are kind of starting up because it's a lot of work and everyone isn't dedicated to the business.
And don't have the passion.
Yeah,
how you do,
exactly.
Right. So I think that. So I know we've had this conversation once before where it's like you do what you you want to do what you love, but it doesn't pay as yet, right? But then sometimes you feel like you have to do what you have to do just to get to the point.
I think people do it. It's because people don't know how to get paid off doing what they love. That's what it is. Or get paid what they want to get paid off doing what they love. And that's just lack of knowledge.
And I think
and like the confidence too.
Yeah, and that could be a lot of reasons why those people aren't being able to succeed in what they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. And obviously you found that lane, and not only just found that lane in becoming a hairstylist, having your own salon and having your own experience. Mm-hmm. You found that lane in teaching. And is this something that you love doing now as well as teaching? Because obviously being a hairstylist and the experience and everything is a passion, but now has this become a new passion for you when it comes to teaching? Because I know it becomes tiresome, right?
Yeah,
especially dealing with
other people.
Exactly.
But I've learned how to weed people out, so that way it doesn't become like draining for me. But I love teaching. I love when people are like, "Oh, Dee, I changed this and this happened." Like, I love the results that come from it.
Is that vetted through you, or is that vetted through your team? Would you say? Okay, so you vet every person that would want to come to you. Yeah,
so now I do application process. So I select who I want in my programs. Yeah.
And just to break down, we were a part of one of these programs, right? It was a 2-day event.
Yeah.
Yes. It was a 2-day event at a beautiful establishment. It was like intimate setting, like the restaurant. I passed the restaurant, right? It was
Edgewater.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
it was an intimate setting. We had dinner. Very knowledgeable. She brought us in to teach funding, and you're giving everybody the resources and all around from A to Z to be able to scale in the industry. Correct?
Yes.
So, as in your program, kind of what are some of the things you're teaching?
Yeah. So we're teaching like business management, of course, foundation skills such as just knowing your numbers, because a lot of people just don't know their numbers. And the problem is that people are making all this money, but they're not seeing, the fruits of their labor in a sense. They're making the money, but it's just going. We're teaching that. Also teaching how to scale. So with the team and assistants, things like that, having a manager, like whatever, those types of things. And then also we're teaching about just knowing your work really as a stylist, because most of this stuff, it just comes from being confident and having audacity in a sense to charge whatever you want.
But I feel like a lot of those people, my fault, I feel like a lot of those people that don't have the confidence is because they probably haven't been doing it all.
Yeah.
Well, I think lack of confidence to me most of the time is lack of knowledge. You would be confident in some if you knew what you were doing. Like if I know exactly what to do, I'm confident and I'm going to get out there. If you say, hey, turn this screwdriver and this is how you put this together, I'm gonna know how to do it. But if I don't know how to put it together, I'm gonna be nervous.
I mean, not necessarily. I'll use a perfect example. When I first started business funding, I think a year or 2 years in, I still didn't have the confidence in it. I knew how to do it. So I was getting people a lot.
You didn't know how to make. I don't think you knew how to scale the bit. You knew how to do one thing, but you didn't know how to do all the other parts. You know how to find a team. It's a lot of stuff you didn't know that probably got you nervous.
I mean, that's what I mean. That could be true, but I don't know.
The scouting can be scary too. If you go for
everybody, every person.
Hiring, finding people. That's the scary part that people get nervous about. Trusting.
Yeah.
Trusting somebody to work in your business, that they're going to do what you want them to do, that what they're supposed to do. That's the scary part.
The right way.
So replacing yourself.
That's a perfect ad lib to a question that I want to ask, right? So with you having a manager, right, which most hairstylists or people in the beauty industry don't have. What are some of those tasks that you're looking for from your manager or looking for from your assistant that you would need them to do? Because this is a masterclass for people that are in the beauty industry or they're looking at Dee Michelle like, oh my God, you're amazing. And I see all the things you're doing, but they don't know the back end behind of everything of what they need to do in order for them to get there. Right. We obviously want them to come to you, but give them a little nugget on what they should be looking for from an assistant or from a manager or somebody that can help them really scale.
You need to do everything. I'm just to the point, I don't want to do anything except my job, like the hands-on stuff.
Right.
Like anything hands-off, like I want
like phone calls, text messages, emails, scheduling,
outreach, all that stuff. Yeah.
All the stuff Tevin does for me, basically.
I deck though. We got a whole team. I'll do it.
It's just about God. That's what you have to say.
Yeah.
But I think we need to rewind a little bit because everybody's not going to go from today to Dee Michelle. Right. That's a super big, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So how do you say, I have my salon. I want to start making 20, 25K, maybe even 50K a month.
Right. That's a good medium. That's a good medium.
Even that's a lot for a lot of people.
Right. Indeed.
One of my questions I need to know, because we're investors as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should you be like a good stylist to own a salon? Or can you be like, I don't know how to do hair, but I still want to own a salon and be in the beauty industry? What's your take? Honest opinion.
I don't feel like people should own a salon if they're not good.
Okay.
Like I said before, like working your way up.
Like clippers. I know how to.
No, you shouldn't shouldn't own a salon.
Because there's people that own barbershops that don't cut hair.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's different. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's completely different. But if you have the business mindset, then yeah, that's fine. But you can't just jump into something blind, not knowing.
So let's say if we saw a salon for sale right now, right? Let's say they're asking.
I get what she's saying though.
And I understand what you're saying. If they're asking $500,000 for the salon, right? And the salon apparently is making, let's say, $400,000 gross a year and bringing in $150,000 in cash, right? Net profit.
Yeah.
And let's say I want to go buy that hair salon, right? But not knowing the entirety of the business. I think that's kind of what he's asking. And
You have to hire somebody like a D because like even doing things like K-tips and all, we're not going to know what the hell you're not going to know how to create the experience. So we will have to hire somebody like a Dee Michelle, right? Manage the business because we're not going to know. Yeah. That's what you get. That's what basically you get at, really. So that's
what I'm to be successful.
Okay. And I think that goes for, just in my opinion, I think that kind of goes for a lot of businesses that people are buying nowadays, right?
Because we don't know anything about it.
Yeah, we're in the baby boom era where a lot of businesses are for sale, right? So with that being said, people are just going out there. They're seeing money. They're seeing that, you know, this company is making X, Y, and Z. This net profit is there, but nobody actually knows what the hell the business is. Right. And I feel like a lot of times, you know, it's going to backfire on us, but that's a whole separate side conversation.
How do you feel about now salon suites? They're the hot thing now that everybody is getting into, right?
Yeah.
Do you teach on salon suites or scaling salon suites, or is really salons? That's two different like categories, right? Salon suites and then just a general salon.
Yeah, I mean, I like salon suites. I think it's a good business model because everyone doesn't want to be in a big salon, right? And that's okay. And that's kind of how I am too. I like to be to myself. I don't like to be around a lot of people when I'm working. But I think it's a great business model for those who enjoy that type of thing.
Would you ever own a salon suite?
No.
Oh. Well, why not? Because I know you like the model, but
probably manage.
I like it for me to work in, but not to manage. Just dealing with people. I'm trying to get away from different models that involve more people. Yeah, I don't want to rely on people to pay the bills, things like that. I know it's difficult with people paying their rent on time. It's like being a landlord. I don't want to do that.
More B2B, not B2C.
Yeah, B2B, definitely.
And that's not your seats. Okay. And so with your program, how many students or mentees do you take on, and how do we get involved in that?
So with this one that I just started, it's a smaller class. So it's about 8 people in it. I wanted to do a smaller one because I haven't done an actual mentorship program in years. Okay. But that's my first mentorship since I...
Hold on, stop real quick, my mom. I think I got a lint brush. Her sweater is giving off a lot of weight. A lot of weight.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh, you can't? No.
I'm covering it.
Yeah.
It's on my hips.
Go to her. Go click on her, Cody. Yeah, because you want to see it.
I'll see. Okay, my fault. I just wanted to make sure you still looking good. Oh. Yeah, we'll go ahead one more time.
Oh, that bad?
He was talking about
smaller mentorship class.
Yes.
You haven't done it in years. Oh yeah. So my last mentorship was in.
Oh, hold on, Cody. Write that down. Write down 42 minutes. You write down 42 minutes.
Yeah, my last mentorship was in 2022. So with me getting back into it and just doing things differently this time, I just wanted to make sure that it was still going to work, kind of better for me this time.
Okay, dope, right? And having that smaller class is dope.
Right. So I can learn, and if there's anything not to change next time, I know what to change instead of doing it with a big group.
Right. And how, if you don't mind me asking, did you have an overwhelming amount of applications for them?
Yeah, we did have a lot of applications. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And you only decided to say 8. And I think that's amazing in itself, right? Because you wanted to ensure that you provided value to the people that were actually coming on, and also learning yourself about how it could be definitely, worth their while, right? The information that you're given, that they actually execute. Yeah. I think that's the biggest part where a lot of people miss, especially nowadays, where they just want to take on a lot of people for mentorship, but they don't actually have the team or the wherewithal to say, hey, I can't really teach these 20 people. Maybe these 5 I can definitely help, but this 20 is a lot. Because then there's a lot of people contacting you or trying to get more help and more advice.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm just selective with who I work with. Even in the salon of my clients, I don't work with everybody. And they had our consultation process. So if someone's giving off, bad energy or things like that, we just don't even take them. Yeah.
Nah, that's great because, you want to be mindful of your time and you make sure you're able to fulfill and obviously what you're teaching. And they're actually able to take advantage of it.
Yeah. 1 second. He got a client at the salon. I have to open the door for her.
Perfect. So, what did you say?
Don't touch me. I didn't have on dusty. So,
that's right.
All right. This is the Millionaire Essentials podcast, right? So, it's kind of public information because you kind of said it on the stage. So, with all your endeavors, right? How much are you actually bringing in per month? Because there's people out there that want to say, hey, I want to get to Dee Michelle. What can I possibly make in this industry?
Yeah, over 6 figures a month.
I ain't gonna lie. That was it. The manager's good at this. The manager's good at this. The manager, look, she gave us the look. I saw the look from there. The manager said, okay. And she knew the answer to give. Over 6 figures. All right.
Over 6 figures a month. All right. So this is a 7-figure business, right?
Yeah.
Well, 8-figure business.
Next, see?
Okay.
Okay. So this is a 7 to 8 figure business that you've built by yourself with your team, but you built up in how many years would you say? You've been doing this since 19.
Yeah. Professionally since I was 19, so over 10 years now.
Okay. Nice. So in this industry, I know you say you haven't struggled much, but what are some of probably the biggest things would you say somebody getting in this industry they should start looking out for and to avoid?
Looking out for, so what I've learned is that the more you grow, of course, like the more haters you get and you become a target in a sense. So just kind of knowing how to protect myself in that aspect. And then when it comes to protection as well, having legal protection. So having an attorney, because things arise, things happen.
Right.
That's very important to me, I would say.
So having that team, that legal team, you know, any team, right? When it comes to growing and scaling your business, I think is definitely necessary, especially, I think in any industry, especially now, right? You can't go nowhere just doing it by yourself. You definitely got to have a team behind. So
Absolutely.
with that being said, right? We have a question that we always ask. I'm gonna let Brandon ask him because this is his question. Hey, Brandon.
Might as well ask a question, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I like this about.
Look, he got to get. He's going
Anyway,
we'll get into certain voice.
so yeah, this is the Millionaire Essentials podcast. So we like to ask, all of our guests, what do you think the essentials it takes to be a millionaire?
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of your time. It takes a lot of just dedication and just being about that. There's plenty of times where I miss important events, birthdays, holidays, Christmas, things like that, because I'm working on my business. So you have to be headstrong and really just, like I said, be dedicated to your business and sacrifice as well.
Right.
Take a lot of sacrifice with this. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And do you have a family?
I did. I have 4 children.
And having the 4 kids, how is it managing the business and also managing 4 kids? That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard and it's not really a balance at all. And before I moved to New York, I always just felt like I had to choose. Either I'm giving more time to my business this day or I'm giving more time to my kids. But if I'm giving more time to my kids, I'm lacking in the business area. I'm giving more time to my business, I'm lacking in the, with my kids.
Right.
But just having a good support system. Now I have my team in my business. I have my team with my children as well. So now it balances out, right? In a sense. So it works out for me a lot better.
Yeah, having the team.
Yes, I feel it.
That really is super important. It's not
Yeah.
super important. So you don't got to wake up, before you come into a podcast, having to give your daughter milk.
Right. Yeah. Got a village.
You also didn't use excuses when you got to get the business done, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you just get it done. Get it done. That's it.
6, right? So you with your 2.
Well,
Who's you? Who's you?
You with your 2.
I was talking about me too. Not at all.
Ain't no excuse. Son was talking about. He was here on time.
I got to.
Yeah, so that BS you saying out the window.
And I got bored, so.
No, I heard you the first time.
That's right.
So before we close out, right? What do you have upcoming? I know we in the 4th quarter this year. So what's coming up towards the end of 2025 and 2026? What can we expect?
Yeah, so we're getting ready to open up my salon in Manhattan. Yeah.
Are we invited to the grand opening?
Yeah, of course. Yes, no was in it.
We wasn't in that. He wasn't ready. Wasn't.
Oh, she didn't say anything?
Huh? What?
You're giving the money for the grand opening, so
Yeah,
first you're
I'm
invited.
Lawyer voice. But anyway.
Who needs sponsors for the
See, look.
No, but
funding.
That's how he-
that's amazing though.
Yeah.
So that is amazing. So let break that down because I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be in Chelsea in Manhattan. We're almost done with everything. It's moving along pretty well. I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot bigger than what I have now. Of course, I'm in the Salon right now, which I can't wait to get out of. But it's a great location, and we'll be open sometime towards the end of this year, beginning of next year.
Yeah, that's amazing. So he opens a salon in Chelsea, which is a prominent area, which is probably gonna be a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah.
So is this like just so people out there can know, is this like a more high-end clientele salon? Is this like the everyday person or like, I'll let you break it down because I could be saying your own thing.
So the salon is the Dee Michelle private salon experience.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes, it's catered to, of course, high-end clients, our celebrity clients, our influencers, people who like nice things.
Right.
They would come here. And who like an experience. Okay.
And your manager had mentioned something before while we're sitting down. His we're gonna help. We are gonna be the ones helping you get access to capital so that you can grow your salon even further. Yeah. So the fact that you're looking not only into you're making 6 figures a month. So for most people, they're thinking, you don't need funding. Why do you need funding? But
To open a salon in Chelsea, you might need a little money.
But it's not just opening a salon in Chelsea. It's the fact that you just understand business and you understand that using other people's money and leveraging other people's money is definitely going to take you further than where you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
And could you speak on that just a little bit, right? Because I know a lot of people in that beauty industry or just in any industry, period, when they're making a lot of money, they just don't think, I don't need this loan or I don't need this credit card. I don't need this line of credit because, I'm already making the money. So why would I use somebody else's money and pay interest on it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it helps a lot in the long run, especially so you don't have to spend all your money up front.
Right.
Like I said, I've been in the business for a long time. And with my last salon as well, I had funding for that too. And being able to, get a loan and pay it off over time versus throwing so much money up front at once, it made a huge difference. Right. And so that way you're not stressing and struggling with funds or things like that. Just because you have it does not mean you have to spend it. Yeah. And just also building relationships with the lenders and things like that as well.
Repeat that one more time. Just because you have it don't mean you gotta spend that.
Yes. So even like when it goes to like living underneath your means, like building your business beneath the means as well. So that way you can keep more money. Because it's not about how much you make, but more so about how much you can keep and retain and grow it over time.
So one thing you said early in the podcast, you went to school?
To like college or?
Oh, you say you went to college? No.
Yeah, I did go to college. I went to beauty school as well.
Oh, so you went to beauty school. You graduated from college?
No, I dropped out.
Okay. Because that was ending my question. Yeah. What'd you go to college for?
Business.
Oh, you went to college for business, right? Because you obviously, behind your drive, behind your passion, you seem to have a lot of good business sense. So where did you pick? Because a lot of people don't just pick that up. We don't just pay that.
Right.
Where did you get that from?
So when I was in college, I'm a hands-on person. I felt like I wasn't learning what I wanted to learn. So I dropped out and I told myself I was going to work under different business owners and figure out how business actually works like in real time. So I worked for a restaurant. I worked for a contracting company. I worked for like a few nonprofits and of course Salon. I worked different jobs under all these different CEOs and I just learned. Yeah, I got to learn the good, the bad, the ugly. And so, like I said, when it was my time, I knew how to run my business properly.
Yeah. So would you say, obviously, you have your kids now, right?
Yeah.
And they're then older. And would you try to give them more of the experience of working with you and under you, or would you go more the college route and having them learn that way? Or both, right?
Yeah.
I guess depending on the way how they learn and you learn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, of course, I would love for my kids to be entrepreneurs and, go down the same path that I did. But, I'm supportive of what they want to do because it's their lives, not mine. But I would want them to be, in the business world.
Gotcha. Okay. Tevin went to like 6 colleges and got kicked out.
I didn't go to 6 colleges. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You've been lying this whole podcast. What's up with you? No, I did not.
I did.
I'm gonna say, don't throw your stories on me.
I did.
So yeah, 2026 6, we're going to look forward to the Dee Michelle experience in Chelsea.
No, Dee Michelle private
Salon. Come on, bro.
private salon experience.
Yeah, Dee Michelle. Because I'm gonna book my session.
For what? You don't got no hair.
Oh, y'all just do hair. Y'all don't do like other services like
No.
Y'all can't do like a
massage,
paste on there.
No.
Can't do no paste on phone.
We don't do that.
So that's a good question I wanted to ask. So you strictly just hair, right?
Yes, we are.
Not cosmetology, not any other beauty.
Just hair.
Just strictly hair. Okay.
So you know what? Now that you ask that, would you not
Branch off into other fields that within the beauty industry.
Yeah, because I think your clientele, right? Even though they are coming for your hair, I think you may see other flaws that they may have, or not flaws, but other needs that they may have.
Yeah.
And if they love you and they love your salon, why not be able to offer them something different?
Yeah. So definitely I would be interested in doing a few different things. So I don't want to go too off track,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah, because I agree with you, because when you're niching in what you do, they're coming for you. They're going to pay the $4,200, $5,000 because you know this.
Yeah.
Now, somebody, if I want my lashes, if I want my face done, I'm gonna go to somebody that's all they do, because
Yeah, right.
they're perfect in what they.
Yeah, they're specialists.
Sometimes a jack of all trades, master of none. You're not great at everything.
Exactly.
Saying, I want somebody who's great at that one thing,
Yeah.
and now you could charge that premium.
Exactly. And that's how you make more money.
That's like Paul Mitchell. Is it Paul Mitchell?
Yeah,
Yeah. That he blew up instantly, and that was from just being a salon stylist and just teaching how to do it, and that was it. Like he doesn't do anything else except for he'll sell his products, shampoo, conditioner, but everything he does or he talks about is just becoming a hairstylist and teaching you how to do so. And a credible school.
I think that's important, because people think I have to do all these other dicks. If you're just great at what you do, that'll open a lane for everything else. People think, I got to do this. Now I got to learn that. I got to learn. No, just stick to that niche and scale that.
That's amazing. So with that being said, right? Obviously, like we said, the Dee Michelle Private Salon Suite experience.
We gonna get it right.
I said salon suite, didn't I?
Experience.
The Dee Michelle Private Salon Experience. Okay. I heard you say the slogan at the end of it every time.
Okay.
Can you do the whole entire thing for me? Go ahead. Do it.
Always custom, always classy, privately styled by Dee Michelle.
Yes, that's a thing. We gonna meet at City. That's in Chess. Yeah, it's 2026.
Yes. All right. Perfect. So, let the people know what you have coming up, or let the people know where they can find you first, and then let them know what you have coming up, and how they can be able to tap in with you.
Okay, yes. So you can find me on all social media platforms at Dee Michelle, and our salon in Chelsea will be opening very soon.
Amazing. And that if they wanted to apply for the mentorship for the next one, right, that's coming up, where would they go for that?
Yeah, so for the mentorship, it's on my Instagram page, the link in my bio to apply for mentorship.
Okay, dope. And if you are going to be applying for a mentorship, we are going to be in there speaking about credit and funding, right? Ensuring that you guys have good credit and how to properly structure your credit, as well as teaching you how to get access to capital, right? Because like she said, it's not just about, using all your money. It's about keeping how much you can actually keep, right? So if you can use other people's money and leverage it properly and leverage your credit properly, then you can be able to grow your salon or your salon suite or whatever it is that you're doing inside of the beauty industry, for sure.
Absolutely. This has been an incredible, excitable episode. Appreciate you, Dee Michelle, for coming out on time from Jersey.
Yes, on time.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
That's what y'all do. Can't wait to see what you got going on next year, and we can't wait to help some of your mentees guys some funding. So listen, if you want to be the next Dee Michelle inside this beauty industry, make sure y'all catch this episode on the Millionaire Essentials podcast. You already know I'm Brandon the Provider.
Yes, sir. And it's Tevin Facey. And before you go, make sure you guys click the link below, right? Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. If you are looking to access to capital, right, up to $250,000 or more, right, make sure you guys click the link below and we'll see if you're qualified, right? This is another great episode of the Millionaire Essentials podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Tevin Facey, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.
Peace.